Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening. Hey, Karen, you're number one girl. All right. God bless. And Jersey Doe, number two. There we go. Hey, PG. Chat. Hope all is well. Hey, girl. God bless. Much love to you. And Janet, number three. Number three. All right. PG. Much love. Much love to you, girl. And Tropicana, you are number four. Hello, PG Moss and chat. Much, much, much love. Hey, girl, much love back to you and yours. God bless. I'm surprised because I had 1, 2, 3, 4 right in a row tonight. Amen. All right. God shining down on me. And Patty Ponytail, how you doing tonight, sweetie? How you doing? Hey, good evening, crazy retired lady said. Hey, girl, good evening to you. God bless. I hope all today will go well for you. Hey, Deborah, how you doing? There's Janet. She said, please hit that thumbs up on your way in. Share, subscribe. Absolutely. God bless. I appreciate that, Janet. I appreciate it. God bless. Great mods. I got great mods in here. Summer's channel is awesome. Awesome with the mods. Hey, legendary. How you doing tonight, sweetie? Yes, please hit that thumbs up. Absolutely. Let me get down through here. Who else is in here? Miss Justice. How you doing tonight, sweetie? Much love to you, girl. Much love to you. Oh, that is beautiful. That's beautiful. Family summer. PGOA. Amen. God bless. Patty Allen says, hello, hello, hello to everybody. Wow. Member for 10 months. Love to you and the family, PG. Hey, girl. Much love to you and yours. God bless. Appreciate you supporting Summer's channel. You don't know how much. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, girl. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. I appreciate it. Deanna, how you doing? She says, hello all. Much, much love. Much love to you. Auntie Sherry, good to see you in here, hon. Good to see you in here. Hey, at PG, going to bed, just dropping by with love to everyone. Hey, girl, much love to you. Much love to you and sweet dreams. God bless you. And let's see. Georgia Wild Child, how you doing? Lori, Wendy. There's my Patty Ponytail. Hey, Dirt Mouth, how you doing, sweetie? Beth Ann, good to see you. Riding solo. Minnie Pearl, Angel. Oh, there's Granny's house. Good to see you, girlfriend. God bless and much love. Hey, Bridget. Hello, PG. Good evening. Much love for Summer Wells. And how was your birthday? Right? How was my birthday? I would tell you. I thought it'd be funny to dress up like the elf and hand out ice cubes, right? Decided, nah, I'll just go out trick-or-treating dressed like the elf. I found it, but a lot of other people thought it was funny too. Got myself a bucket of ice. Right? PG got herself a bucket of ice cubes. I was like, shoot, that's going to save me some money, right? That ice at the store cost some money. I was like, shoot. I was getting ice cubes, whole bucket full. Kind of felt like Charlie Brown, right? I was feeling like Charlie Brown in his bag of rocks. Ice cubes are just as heavy too after you get a few. Right? They can weigh you down. Hey, my three girls, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, everyone. Hope all is well. Amen. Yeah. Oh, Tropicana Banana says, happy birthday, PG. I feel like the only one in the world that has a pumpkin head and a birthday on Halloween. Right? PG, old pumpkin head. For real. I think if I'd have had a kid on Halloween, I would have named it Pumpkin. Right? I'd have been named Pumpkin. I've been I've been so upset with PG. I've been calling my own kid old pumpkin head. Come on here, old pumpkin head. Oh shoot. Oh Lord. But damn, where's your sidekick, Lisa? I think Lisa's hiding. I think Lisa's probably hiding in the bushes. Right? I'm watching you. I'm watching you. For real. That's a good name. Hey Pam, how you doing tonight, sweetie? What did baby corn say to mama corn? Where's the popcorn? Right? He's probably popcorn probably ain't in the picture anymore. Right? I Benna says happy 10th birthday this year. I don't have nope, that's not me. You got me mixed up with Jinkies and Day Day, right? You got PG mixed up with the farm. That ain't PG. I got one birthday a year, Halloween. They gave it to me, right? I didn't have no birthdays before. I didn't have any birthdays. Didn't want none. Right? Didn't want none. You gotta cut those birthdays off sooner or later. I was kind of happy though to get a birthday. Hey Angel, blessings Mama PG, much love. Hey girl, God bless and much love to you. Oh man, I tell you what, I was trying to bake myself a birthday cake. I was trying to bake myself one, but damn, the candles melted in the oven. Right? Freaking candles melted on it. I was like, they had throw it away. That'll teach me to try to make myself a birthday cake. I think you were supposed to put the candles on after you bake the cake. Right. Oh yeah, time change this weekend, you guys. It's time change this weekend. We're rolling back, right? We fall back, spring forward. Falling back and springing forward. That sounds like it could take a toll on a human, right? They take a freaking toll on us. Might be what's wrong with me. Right? All that falling back and springing forward. Too much exercise. That's too much exercise. Right? Who needs to leave? They need to leave. Who needs to leave? Oh yeah, Christmas countdown. Christmas countdown. You get it's like 1 month. You got like 1 month to try to buy 500 presents. Right? You got a month. Man, I better get to knitting all them socks. Right? I gotta get to knitting all them socks. All them mittens. Amen. I be singing. All I want for Christmas is a real good tan. Take me to the islands, put my feet in the sand. Rocking to and fro with the rhythm of the ocean. sing silent night and the palm trees blowing. Ooh, don't you think that's a pretty good plan? Right? All PG wants for Christmas is a real good thing. There you go. That's my Christmas song. She said, "You go, girl." Right? So tasteful at Pam Tate on a Missing Child's channel. Oh, wow. Oh, Pam's in here with some Santa jokes, right? That cracks me up. Angel said, "Sing it, PG." Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired from doing the Monster Mash, you guys. I was doing the Monster Mash for my birthday. Yeah, I think they have some song like that, Bridget. Ain't it something like Boogie Woogie, Bugle Boys from Company? Is it C or B? I don't even know. I don't even know. but, but but I think they got some song like that. Right? I think I heard it. I think I heard it in one of them old movies I was watching. I'm pretty sure I did. Pam's getting cold in her stocking. Yes, she is, Janet. She definitely, you should have heard the joke she's telling me yesterday. She called me up. I was talking with her and she was telling me some Christmas jokes. I was like, whoa, right? She's like, how come Santa Claus ain't got no kids? Right? I'm not going to answer that one. I'm going to answer that one. Oh, and brownies in my stockings. Yeah, girl. And me and you both, right? Me and you both. I just want the stuff to make my brownies in that stocking, right? I want the main ingredient. I wonder, I'm gonna get, I'm not even getting cold. I'm not even gonna get a lump of cold this year. Right? I don't ever, I'm gonna tell you something. Santa Claus gave up on PG a long time ago. I don't get shit. Right? I ain't getting nothing for Christmas. I ain't getting nothing for Christmas. Mommy and daddy is mad. Right? Yeah. Hey Kim, how you doing, sweetie? For real. Yeah, hard candy Christmas. That's right. That is so true. It's going to be one this year. I rem- I remember. Man, I tell you what. I come from a very poor family. You didn't get no stocking. I didn't know what the hell a stocking looked like. Um, for many years, I didn't know. I mean, I don't think I knew what stockings really ever looked like until I had my own kids. Right when I had my own kids, um, I finally knew what a stocking was. Um, you know, out Christmas shopping and like, oh, what's this? Right? Is this a pair of socks? You got to buy one at a time. Right? They sure are cute. What are they supposed to be like? Santa's boots, only only sock in sock material. I don't know, right? I got. I have to buy two of them, so I have. So I have a matching pair, able to put them on my 2 feet. But no, for real, I didn't know. I didn't know what a stocking looked like. That's the truth. And when we was growing up, we so poor. You had to get a sock, right? You had to get a damn sock. You had to find a sock if you wanted some candy. And I was pretty little, and none of the kids were helping me. They was all greedy and selfish and worrying about themselves. My siblings, you know, and I was, I don't know, probably about 4 years old, and I wanted candy and stuff too, right? Um, I wanted Santa to fill up a sock for me as well. So I go and steal um my dad's old dirty sock. I was a kid. I didn't know if it's supposed to be clean or not. Right? I had no idea. I just know that he took them off and it was available. Right? His foot wasn't in it, so I was hanging it up. And I did. Right? I'm gonna tell you what. I would I don't suggest ever doing that again, right? I don't suggest doing that again. I heard him over over talking with my mom, about where the hell his sock went. And I'm going to tell you something. You know how kids are. You cram that candy cane, you open it, you don't like it. I didn't really care for peppermint at all as a kid. So you just stick it back down in that sock, right? You ain't going to eat it. You put it back down in that sock. That thing is sticky. And man, I tell you what, he found it. He found it. He found his sock, and he told my mother, "Which one of them damn kids you think? Which one of them damn kids you think stole my sock and did this to it?" I was hoping that they had so many damn kids. I was hoping they didn't guess the right one, right? That's the funniest damn thing. Yeah, that's true story. True story, you guys. I made a mess out of that sock. A horrible mess. Probably one of the most memorable Christmases I ever had. Right? Sure had my old man pissed off. I was like, shit. You get your parents pissed off back then, man. You wanted to disappear. It's like beat me up, Scotty. It's too dangerous now. Hey, Bridget, good to see you. God bless. Yeah. I was a crazy kid. I look PG looked like one of them whacked out little ducks running around. The one that don't look like none of the rest. that freaking oddball duck with his hair sticking up. Looking all wild and crazy. That was me. Oh shit. Hey, PG. Little PG's in here. Hello, beautiful mama PG. Much love and prayers. Hey, much love and prayers to you and yours, girl. God bless. Hey, Anna, how you doing tonight? Good to see you, Mary. Good to see you. Good to see all you guys coming in. Foster, good to see you tonight. Yeah, PG's in the Right? Hitting the brownies again. I gotta do something. Shoot, it was my birthday. Right? I think there's a law. If you have a birthday on Halloween, you gotta celebrate it 3 days. You start the day before, right? Start the day before and you just party right into November. That's what I did. Party right on into November. I had the saddest thing when I was out trick or treating last night. I didn't make it back home by midnight and I had to watch my coach turn into a pumpkin. Right? had to had to stand there and watch it turn into a pumpkin. I standing there, standing on the side of the road with all my clothes turned to rags. I was waiting for that prince to show up. Right? I was waiting for that big old beautiful horse to come riding down the lane. That big prince on it going to pick me up. Didn't happen. That shit didn't happen. Oh shit. Hey, Australia, good to see you, girl. PG, my beautiful girlfriend. Hey, girl, I appreciate the support for Summer's channel. God bless. Good to see you in here. I know I said hi to you earlier, but my brownies are kicking in, so I need to say hi again. Right? probably be telling, probably be telling the same person hi all night tonight. Bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to hang out with you guys for a minute. I don't ever get to hang out in the chat. I don't ever get to hang out with my people. I'm always right to business. I come in here, it's the details, right to. Oh, I do got a detail. Yes, I do. Do you guys want to hear it? Put a one in chat if you want to hear it. I'm going to tell it if you want to hear it. Oh, yeah, I got one. I got one. I got a good detail. I'm going to tell it if y'all want to hear it. Hell yeah. Hey, Deputy Sheriff, good to see you. God bless and much love, hon. Oh, yeah. Okay. I got a lot of people saying, yeah, do tell, PG, do tell. Oh, I'm going to do tell. Well, the other night, when I was on my live and I got off and I got my little jammies on, climbed into my, well, my bed ain't little. I can't say my little bed because my bed is like freaking huge. But yeah. And the bad thing about being little is when you got a big bed, you got to put these steps next to it. You guys know what I'm talking about? Those two stairs that you have to, walk up and then you still have to kind of climb in. Yeah, that's the problem with being, with being a little person is, you have to have a fucking ladder next to your bed to get in it, right? But yeah, anyway, yeah, I was putting on my jammies and had to, climbing into my little bed and I got, this extra computer that I keep, my bedside so that I can, like if I want to, I can, go into YouTube or whatever and see what's happening going on. And because when I get off my live, sometimes, my hyper disorder kicks in, because I'm like that. I don't know why. Probably too many brownies. But anyway, I'm not always sleepy. I'm not always sleepy after I get off the lives, and so and my husband, I wonder if he has to climb up on the ladder to get into bed. I don't think so though, because he's way bigger than me. I'm gonna watch one of these times, see if he does or he doesn't. But anyhow, got me thinking. Anyway, He snores. He goes to sleep snoring. And I just sitting there looking at the freaking ceiling, thinking about, well, I better keep that to myself. I don't like people who snore too much, but keeps me awake. And anyway, yeah. So sometimes, I just open the computer, watch, what's going on in the YouTube world. But the other night when I got off, it was one of them nights, right? Get in your jammies, go climb in your bed. You're hearing, oh, what the fuck? How you going to sleep with that? Grab the computer, open it up, sit there for a little while. Next thing I know, you know what? Jinkies comes on, right? Yeah, Jinkies comes on. And she's, I think she wished PG a happy birthday. And I thought, oh, that's so sweet. And then she had Day Day pop up there, right? Day Day pops up on there. I mean, I don't know when this woman sleeps. I think it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the damn morning. And anyway, Day Day pops up there. She wasn't falling asleep from her medicine then. It's, how she's always saying, I got to get off here because I took my medicine. I'm falling asleep. Big mama, I got to go because I'm falling asleep. You know how she does that? I think she uses that medicine just to, to blow people off that, when she just wants to, she's done with her life, that she just uses that as an excuse. I don't know no medicine that works that damn fast. She might want to share what the name of that shit is. Right? Especially if my snoring husband. Right? I might could use some of this. But anyway, yeah, and she was like, and then she comes up and she's like, oh, what are you doing over there? That traitors, like she's scolding Jinkies for being over here hanging out with the cool people, right? With the cool crowd. And a truthful crowd, the ones that tell the damn truth, unlike her. And the ones that's for the victim, right? And all the people's for the victim instead of a turd pop sucker being for suspects, number one suspects, to remind everybody, right? And yeah, she's over there scolding her, like, and saying all this ugly stuff about PG. I'm like, wow, really? You're gonna, that's how you're gonna, return all of my kindness and love and caring, over the years for you, Day Day. Wow. Wasn't that like turn the other cheek really quick, Yeah, she was sitting up there, man, like a Frenchman with a pair of gloves, just like poof, 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 and turn the cheek, turn the cheek, turn the cheek. By the time she got done, shoot, honey, I done turned both cheeks, turned around and turned both cheeks on the backside too, right? Yeah, she was really like being like a meanie, like a real meanie. And I was like, okay, that's what you get when you're so kind to someone for like over 4 years now. Right? I'm like, how could you? And she ain't no friend. She ain't no friend. How could she be talking about PG like that? But I know why. And she's like, oh, Big Mama, if I wanted to go up there, I would have went up there. If I wanted to go up there, I would have went up there. You wanted to come up here. Absolutely, you wanted to come up here because you freaking love PG. Always have, always will. Nothing you can do about it. But you got a band of demons, right? She's got a band of demons. Actually, she's got one demon worse than herself. I ain't going to say no names. But I'm going to tell you something. That mother freaking demon right there, honey, ain't fucking laid in no damn 14 karat gold. I'm going to tell you that right now. She ain't laid in 10 karat. She ain't laid in mother freaking 0 karat. gold. That's all I got to say. And yeah, and this particular demon is very greasy headed. Um, got a sniffer on her that obviously, um, smells herself all the time, and then wants to come out here and tell other people, what she smells like by saying, it's gross. It's absolutely gross. But those are the demons. And then she was like calling PG, evil and stuff. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You want to talk about evil? Evil is people with a big sniffer that's sniffing themselves, trying to, their own freaking um disgustingness coming from, you know, their spots that nobody wants to talk about, and then coming out here trying to say that, somebody else's goody goody no spots smell like that. Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm gonna tell you, those demons over there, they need to go see a doctor. That's what they need to do. They need to go see a doctor because, you know, that's just disgusting. That's disgusting. Is it the one that looks like the master of disguise when he's in a turtle suit? This one's a female. This one's a female. And I'm going to tell you what, she's worse. She's worse than Day Day. She is way worse than Day Day. She is mother freaking. Um, she's Val. She's like super Val. It's disgusting, and she's using Day Day, to kind of like Day Day. Day Day's getting a dose of her own medicine. To be honest with you, she's getting a big dose of her own medicine. If you ask me, I'm just sitting back watching. I'm like, all right. And I'm gonna tell you, I seen that demon go up there and hand Day Day her backside, right? She went up on Day Day's own channel, handing Day Day her backside. Day Day's like, if any of you guys got some grievances, you just come on up here and talk about it. And I'm gonna tell you what, that demon took the mother freaking link, took her ass up on there and handed Day Day her backside. Day Day's like, oh, um, Rita, Rita apologized to me. And she's like, to you? Did she apologize to, this person, because like she owes all of these people apology. What do you mean you? What does she need? Why does she need to apologize to you? And then this demon was lying on Rita, on this Rita R lady, because Rita R was over here in our chat, and she was talking to some of our people, but she did not give out anybody's no information on no one. She was just basically in here talking about, Dee Dee and what happened to Dee Dee, and, was just trying to get some, comfort and closure and everything that happened to this woman that she felt close to, and a friend towards, from being over there in, the evil cesspool of humans, where Dee Dee happened to be as well. And look what happened to Dee Dee, right? But she wasn't over here doing anything wrong. Not a thing wrong. If she was, I would say, yeah, she was over here doing, but she wasn't. She wasn't doing anything wrong other than just, wanting to be with people that, could console her a little bit, because, she felt she lost a beautiful friend, a person that, that's been part of them for a long time. And I see nothing wrong with that. I see nothing wrong with that. But she was really getting, she's really getting scolded for coming over here and and trying to seek some type of closure in all of this. And that's how that how those people over there are. But and Jinkies was like, trying to hush, which, I appreciated that, but she was, telling Day Day, don't even start it, don't come to my channel starting with PG, you know. She was trying to, play a mediator. But Day Day to save her face with, all of them freaking ugly, hateful demons that are nothing but really, jealous that, you know, they're just, this one demon would love for me to address her ass. She would love for PG to address her ass. I won't address her. Why? Because she ain't worth addressing, right? I ain't gonna address that demon. She could kiss the backside of PG's ass, right? With somebody, preferably with someone else's lips instead of hers. Seeing that, she got all that stench going on, all that mother freaking stench coming from God knows where, going up her nostrils. I would prefer someone else's lips to do it, but that's what she can do. And she would, and it wouldn't be nothing but make her mother freaking day for me to address her, but I won't address her because I don't give a flying fuck about her. She don't mean shit to me. But you know what makes her jelly? Is I will address Day Day. I will address Day Day, but she don't understand mine and Day Day's history. She don't have any idea about our history. She knows nothing, about this relationship. She's jealous of it. She would love to be, she would love to be in Day Day's seat where it comes to PG. But no, bitch, you're not Day Day, right? Me and Day Day's got a history. That's our history. Get the fuck out. Take your fucking evil, nasty, sour sniffing snoot and go somewhere with it. Right? That's what she's got. She's got a sour sniffing snoot on her face. And it's sniffing all of her. Right? That bitch be acting like she had her face in PG's goody no spot. Right? That's how she was talking. Like like she knew what my goody no spot smell like. What the fuck, bitch? Are you crazy? Right? You're sick. That's nasty. That's motherfucking nasty. Honey, if you smell my ass, you be smelling roses. You smell yours, it must be something awful, right? You sniffed your own, it's smelling like hell down there. And that's what, and that's the only one you could be sniffing, because I know you ain't sniffing mine. And you be talking like this, so I know where that odor's coming from. Your own goody no. Actually, your freaking crusty taco, right? With guacamole down there. And the sour cream going sour. That's what you got going on. And you might want to go see a professional about that, because that's just gross. Yeah, she be talking about my goody no spots and shit. That's just ooh. Who does that? Who does that? I don't know. But you being, I could say more. I could say more about it. I could say more about that demon, but it'd probably be it might probably be better if I don't. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. I wouldn't even think to be talking about people's goody no spots, right? That's just like, whoa. I mean, I know plenty of trash. I know plenty of trash from my past, that, talk like that. Man, they were scum of the fucking earth too. Them chicks that go around talking about, other women's business and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you what, they got some serious mental issues, some serious ones. They are like the nasty of the nasty nasty. It's like, get a fucking life, you know? What are you doing what are you even doing sticking your nose in places like that, right? Right? What are you even doing? What are you even doing? That don't make no sense. I'm gonna tell you, that's mother country. That's ghetto. That is like freaking ghetto of the ghetto, right? Like you done lost all your mother freaking scruples, your marbles, and everything else. You know, you just like there ain't nothing left of you but a shell at that point. That's just disgusting. Oh, county. Right. Okay, girl. My bad. My bad. you got you guys excuse me. You guys excuse me. I want to tell you, my goody good. You know how you get blurred vision when you got your goody good on board. Right? I promise you, I ate one too many brownies tonight. I ain't gonna be letting nothing. I'm like mellow. Right now I'm like really, really mellow. I'm gonna stay that way too. I'm gonna stay that way. Right? I'm all calm and got all my senses. I want to stay that way. But anyway. Right, right. Well, I'm going to tell you, we got people out here that don't care where summer's at. What they care about is how somebody else's business is is smelling. That's the truth. How is somebody else's goody no spots? That must be their life. That must be their life, worrying about how somebody else would be smelling down there. Shit, man. But I do gotta share. I do got to share. I mean, who in the hell wants to, endure that kind of tragedy all by themselves, right? I ain't gonna endure that all by myself. I gotta come out here and share what these evil human beings, these demons, are talking about. And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Um, it's sad. It's sad that that's what that's the candle they're burning instead of the one that shedding light on these missing children. You're right. Absolutely. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. That's what I'm saying. Exactly my point. Right? That's exactly my point. And if I knew where summer was, Boo Street, we wouldn't be here right now, right? If I knew where summer was, we wouldn't be here right now. We already would get closure. Her family would already get closure. You know, if I knew, hell, if I knew, I would have had that reward fund. I'd had that reward fund in the bank, right? I had the reward fund in the bank a long time ago. Why don't you tell me? Why don't you tell me? How the hell would I know? I think she's across the road. in Morrison Cemetery down in that grave site, right? And that's what I think. But this channel also did all the work. This channel did all the work to figure it out, didn't they, Boo Street? No other channel. The ones, all the ones thinking about how people's goody no spots smell, they didn't figure out. They wasn't going around listening to everything and everybody, doing all the homework and the research and busting their ass, were they? No, we was. Oh, that's right. It was us over here. Summer's channel. We're the ones that busted our asses to listen to all of the mumbling that JodiSue does. Have you ever listened to any of the mumbling JodiSue does, Boo Street? You ever listen to any of that mumbling? You ever sit there for freaking 4 or 5 hours trying to figure out exactly what the fuck JodiSue said? When she's like, "Moon, doom, doom, monster, and ninja, and monster, then that, and yeah, yeah." 10 minutes of fucking silence before she starts to talk again. You ever spend hours listening to that shit? I don't think you did. I don't think you did. Right? I just curious. You're in here. Where is she? I'm waiting to see if she's going to answer me. Yeah, I agree. I agree, second to none. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. Well, yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you what. Boo Street didn't want to come back. Didn't want to come back and talk about if they ever listened to JodiSue. Right. Didn't want to come back and talk about if they ever listened to JodiSue's jabber for hours. Didn't want to talk about, the real stuff. So Boo Street just got a steel toe boot in the backside by PG, right? By PG. Yeah. There you go, Boo Street. How did it feel? Might be able to sit down in a few days. I don't know. All right. Might want to sit down in a few days. Don't come in here. Don't come in here telling Summer's Army how to run their life over here. We run our lives just fine, right? We always get to business. We've worked harder. We worked harder than anyone else to figure out what exactly happened to this little girl. And I think we know exactly what happened. All we need now is law enforcement to get off their ass and get across that road over there and check down in that gravesite to see if they can find that black tote that's missing. That was there on the 12th and missing shortly after when Chris M was up there, right? That's what we need. We know that she's in a black tote. We know wherever she's at, she's in a black tote. We know that for sure. That isn't a guess. You know, that's a fact. A fact is a black tote was sitting right up there on the 12th, and fact is gone now, right? It's gone now. It was missing after the 15th. So, and an all black tote is exactly what you need to be able to bury and it blend in with the ground and not be found. There you go. Makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. I think we pretty much know exactly. I mean, as far as solving the case, we solved it. I think we have. We just need to find the black tote. That's it. Find the black tote. I think you find Summer. That's my opinion. And that's a Rubbermaid. That's a Rubbermaid tote. That, and I know one thing about, it's hard. It's hard to pick up. It's hard to pick up on any type of device, from the air, from the ground. It's hard to pick up. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Second to none. Exactly. I wish they would too. I really wish they would too. But I'm going to tell you, JodiSue showed us that she knew Dom Wells very well, and Dom Wells showed us that JodiSue, that he knew her very damn well too. Listen to their argument. Morning, as in 1, 2, 3 p.m. These are people that show up at 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. They show up at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, and some show up at 3, 4 in the evening. That's true.
We've had people parked in our driveway like 5 in the morning, sitting there doing drugs.
Right.
And different things. Like that picture I took of that little S10 Chevrolet. Them people were definitely messed out. He went down the hill and high centered on that hill. Them people were way messed out. The police let me take them pictures, and I'm the one that put them out there.
JodiSue's in the chat. She says there was no company or traffic our house. Now the vehicle the vehicle Don is talking about is a vehicle that actually ran off the road into a ditch. It ran off the road into a ditch, and it had a man and a woman in it. And they were waiting until morning to get help someone to pull them out of there. And that's the vehicle he's talking about. And I'm not sure who the people was. I'm not sure who they were. As far as I know, it could have been someone who even lived in there. It could have been somebody that lived, in there around the bend right there. Wasn't sure who exactly it was, but Don, wanted to take pictures. He wanted to exaggerate, to take the focus off of him and Candace and Grandis, to take the focus off of the truth and put it on anything he could put it on in order to try to gaslight and feed everybody a shit ton of bullshit is what he was doing. That's exactly what he was doing. He wanted to, hand feed everybody a load of crap just to keep the focus off of, off the real fucking number one suspects in this little girl's case. Him, Candace, and Grandis. You effing liar. Jody, if you'd like to take a link and come up, you are more than welcome. I mean, you know, if you want to dispute that with Don Wells, you know.
Come on up, JodiSue.
Yes, we would like to see you do that. I mean, he's right here, he's on panel, you know, and he's calling you up. So right now, at this particular moment, I think, you know, the ball's in Don's corner, because if you don't come up, and if you ain't willing to come up and face him and you know, and let him know,
say all kinds of stuff, you know, behind people's backs. You don't actually want to come up here and speak the truth.
I would love to hear her come up and be able to tell you, you know, to your face that that's not truth. I mean, I know I would. If someone's talking on me, I'm going to pop right up and let them know.
I didn't say that. I mean, you said Prairie Gardens that they said that there was traffic or that.
Andy did say that he did sell drugs.
All I know is he sold weed. I mean, that's
weed.
All I know.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said
we bought weed from him a few times, and I don't really see nothing wrong with that. You know, and that's all good. You know, no big deal. There's nothing wrong with weed, but when you start messing with meth and other stuff that messes with your mind really bad, and especially amphetamines.
Donald, I want to ask another. Don Wells should know, right? Question. Don Wells should know. He's up there, you know. We saw him. We saw him in the bathroom, right? We saw him sitting at the table. We saw him. He should know what it, you know, how it messes with people. If Candace and you guys had the jacket that day, why was this? Now, from my understandings, from what I'm hearing through the grapevine, Kathy said that Candace told her that they gave law enforcement and the search dogs, the search team, a sock.
That's not true, because I was there at that time.
To find Summer with, and not that jacket.
Who said that?
That's what Kathy said.
Well, that just goes to show that Kathy's a big liar right there, because I was there and I know exactly what happened. And I'll tell you exactly what happened. The first thing, they brought in a forensic team, okay, and they packed up all her dirty clothes out of the laundry, and they wanted some of her toys that she most recently played with and stuff like that, and they bagged it all up. And when the search dog got there, they took like some of her clothing. I'm thinking like some short pants, like or whatever. I mean, I can't exactly remember what it was, but it wasn't no damn sock. And so they took it out of the bag, let the dog sniff it, and that dog went straight from the back basement door straight down the dog trail. Well, I sit there and watched it with my own eyes.
Now the shorts that is that you, JodiSue? Okay, sweetie, you can turn the camera off. Now the shorts that he's talking about, they get out dirty clothes. Why didn't Candace give the jacket that she had, that Summer had just had on? Why didn't the search dogs get that jacket that Candace was hiding? Why didn't the search dogs get that top that was underneath the jacket that Candace had in the box that was hiding? Why didn't the search dogs get the sundress that Summer wore that morning over top of her bathing suit? Why didn't they get that? Right? I mean, that she was hiding. Why didn't they get the wet bathing suit that she sat in the car with, soaking wet against the door until it practically dried? I mean, she had the bathing suit on through Walgreens. She had it on through Sonic. She had it on all the way at the grocery store, all the way to Hunter's house. The damn thing had to be, getting dry from, from the heat and everything. So why didn't they give that to the search dogs to find Summer? I mean, Candace had every damn thing this little girl was wearing that day, and she dug through a dirty fucking basket for a pair of shorts. That don't sound right. Put a 1 in the chat if that just don't fucking sound right. It sounds to me like she was misleading, purposely misleading them search dogs when she had all that other stuff she could have gave to law enforcement that child had been wearing that particular day. Right? Yeah, exactly. That right there shows. It shows that they were out to fuck up the search from minute one. They was out to mess this child's chance of getting found up from the word go. Her own parents was fucking up her opportunity to be found. Right? Explain that, Dawn and Candace. Explain that. I think you're guilty motherfuckers. That's my opinion. I'm going to keep it. I think you guilty motherfuckers. Because I'm going to tell you what, if you had a real missing child, you're going to give them something your child had on that day, especially if you had that jacket, you had that shirt, you had that swimming suit and that little dress that she had on over it. You're going to get, that's what you're going to be handing law enforcement. You ain't going to be handing them a pair of dirty fucking shorts out of a dirty basket of damn clothes that's been all contaminated, and you don't really know whose ass they were on. Right? Just saying. Listen, Don, the shorts that that law enforcement was handed, was those the shorts that went with the jacket that she was wearing that day? I mean, when the jacket was too hot, did she change out of the shorts as well? I mean, did she completely change, or did she just take off the jacket?
I think after she got it, as far as what I know about my wife, when they get out of the swimming hole, she will put all dry clothes on her.
Right.
And so the
Really?
hats
That's
she was
correct.
wearing or whatever, but they wanted all her dirty laundry out of the laundry, and
Right.
that's what backed up. And they still have today.
How come the jacket wasn't given to him?
I can't answer that question because I wasn't there. I mean, it probably.
Yes, you fucking was, Dawn. You came home. Right. There was only two officers there when you got there. Your ass was there when they was asking for, and your dog screwed up the search for the first search dogs. You guys purposely allowed your dogs to intermix with the first search dog, so they had to take them away and bring new ones in. And your ass was there. You was there, and you do know why that jacket wasn't given to him, because Candace, you didn't want your daughter found. You didn't want her found. And if you'd have handled them that jacket that was taken off of Summer, they probably would have knew. The search dog would have probably knew that, that Summer was deceased. They would have, and a cadaver dog certainly would have knew that she was deceased. I truly believe that the reason you were hiding them clothes is because you were scared. You were scared that they would know that Summer was deceased from them clothes. That's my opinion. I'll keep it.
Just in all the confusion and everything else and all the questions and everything going on, I would just say that it was probably overlooked. Honestly, ain't nobody trying to hide anything. We're trying to find our daughter. We ain't trying to hide.
I don't have you muted, PG, or I PG has me muted. I don't have you muted, sweetheart. JodiSue, we can hear you.
All right. Do you care to kind of just let me and Dawn talk for a second, PG?
Yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
All right. Dawn, you know you're a liar. I know you're a liar. I've
About
known
what?
you've been a liar the entire time we've lived beside one another for years.
Man, you've
I
been
didn't
nothing
care about
but
any of it.
lying,
I was cool.
talking
No,
shit
you're
out
not
your
going to do
mouth.
me like
You're
you
the
do
biggest
everybody else,
lying cunt
buddy.
I ever heard in my fucking life. Fuck you,
I'm
JodiSue.
telling you,
Fuck off, you
you
dumb
know,
bitch.
and I know you just
Fuck
lied. The
you, you
traffic
dumb
wasn't
bitch.
at
Get
our
the
house.
fuck off here. Man,
No,
fuck
I'm
you.
telling you,
You're the
and you
biggest
know it.
dumb bitch I ever
No,
seen in my
look at
life.
you being an
Fuck
abuser.
off.
Look at you being
You're
an abuser.
stupid, man.
Bitch, I ain't
Fuck you.
Candace.
Man,
I ain't
fuck off.
Candace, and I ain't some little girl
I'm
going,
not
stop,
talking to you,
daddy.
stupid Burger.
Stop, daddy.
Fuck
Stop,
you, bitch.
daddy. Right?
PG. I can't
Right?
talk to this dumb bitch.
Yeah, because you
Fuck
can't talk
lying,
all over
bitch.
me. Because
You're
you
a
can't
liar.
fucking abuse me. And because you're a goddamn liar.
You're a fucking lying bitch.
Yeah.
You're fucking
Yeah,
insane.
right. Everybody's
You're also
lying. I guess
insane.
including the
Get
bruises
off
on
the
your kids
dope.
too, Dawn.
Get
Right?
off
The
drugs, man.
traffic.
Man,
I ain't on drugs,
you're
bitch.
fucking
I
so
passed
stupid.
my screens for DCS. How about you and
Fucking
Candace,
stupid.
motherfucker?
You're the liar.
Right.
You are the
Right.
liar.
I got proof of my shit.
You ain't
And
got
it's
no
law
proof.
enforcement.
You
Right.
have no proof.
Right.
Go
I got
tell it to
proof.
fucking TBI or somebody.
Oh, I
They
have,
won't
Dawn.
listen to your dumbass either. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. I ain't getting the fuck out anywhere because I ain't Candace
the
and I
fuck
ain't the little girl and I ain't
Everybody
the boys
knows
you
you're so
fucking
full of
abused,
shit.
motherfucker. And you ain't Andy and you ain't the unicorn in the world.
Up, man.
You don't bother me. What I'm
You don't
telling
bother
you is
me
the
either
only
because everybody
traffic
knows you're full of
was
shit.
at your house. Tell them.
Whoa. The only traffic was at your house, Dawn. The only traffic was at your place. Whoa. Did you hear? Oh, she said that shit straight. And did you hear her saying, stop, daddy, stop, dad? Just like she had heard it, like she's heard this child say it. I mean, she is like repeating exactly what she has heard before. You know what I'm saying? Like you would had to have heard it to be able to repeat it in that tone. Like, this woman has heard this little girl say it in order to, I mean, she was saying it just like Summer would say it, as if she's heard it. That's my opinion. Wow. Wow. That's why I'm saying go back and listen. You miss the forest for the trees sometimes.
About your ties to Fred, Dawn. Tell him about your Knoxville runs that supplied fucking Ben Hill, Dawn.
Yeah, really? You're
Tell
the one
him about how you really came about it. Wasn't to care for your mama. Guess who did that, Dawn? Oh, I don't know, Shirky and Mom, who took care of your dying mama, you lying piece of shit.
You're the lying piece of
Go
shit.
find another woman.
Whoa. I told you it was that Shirky's girlfriend, girlfriend and girlfriend's mother. That was old Mr. Goad's sister and niece that was over there, and she wouldn't go. She wouldn't go over, and the other church ladies, either her daughter or the other church ladies, would have to go with her to feed Dawn's mom and everything. And she would go over like daily, and take food to Dawn's mother when Dawn and Candace and them were up there. And she would take, she would take extra so the lady could eat, not just that meal, but so she could eat later if she's hungry as well. And they actually told me, this is what I heard. I was told that they think that Dawn and Candace was slobbing down her food that they took over there to last her, so she could eat. They were eating it all up. She also told them that, Dawn and Candace was being cruel and doing evil stuff. And his mother actually said, I wish I wouldn't have ever let them stay here. I wish I wouldn't have ever let them come in here. Because that's how bad they were treating her. Yeah. That's what I heard, and I heard it from people that were going in there and taking her food and taking care of her.
Abused on, ain't it, motherfucker? Ha ha ha! Yeah, laugh. I ain't Candace. You don't freak me out. Your shit ain't cute. Be a liar. We all see the fuck shit going on at your house.
Andy,
I don't give a shit who you're happy for, dude. That don't bother me none either, because I ain't some desperate hoe. And I ain't Candace out here looking for a piece as soon as your ass is in jail. Because she's tired of being abused too. You small old dick meth smoking motherfucker.
Let me ask you a question.
You ain't got no
What was you doing on the bottom property down there?
She even knew what size his business is. She knew what size his damn. She like, you small, you know, smoking, you know, whoa. Dang, she must be seeing and hearing lots of stuff.
In the creek when Summer come up missing.
I wasn't there when she, quote, come up missing, but guess what I was doing, Dawn? With other neighbors and witnesses. I was looking for your daughter while your fat ass wife was in her goddamn car lying to the rest of the neighborhood and the other witnesses you all can't fucking outrun with your stupid YouTube chaos.
You're so fucking dumb.
Eat that shit.
You know more than fucking law enforcement, don't you?
No, I don't, but I know enough, and I know it wasn't my ass that were calling guilty. It wasn't Dudley they're calling guilty. It wasn't fucking Fred they're calling guilty. It wasn't Allie or Hunter. Guess who they were calling guilty and still do, Dawn? That'd be you and Candace. While Pruitt said not a suspect. Have them come out and clear your ass in. Go down there and knock at the police department. Go talk to the feds. Go have them clear you, Dawn. Go have them clear you. Go talk to them.
Whoa, she's sticking his backside in check. She's sticking his ass in check, right? Woo.
Without lawyers, without PIs. Go have them talk to you, Dawn. Go have them clear you.
JodiSue, please.
I don't need a sign.
That's right, Dawn. Go have them clear you. Go on. Go to the Steve Wilco show and see if you get to sit that ass down in a chair after you take a lie detector's test about if you're innocent or guilty of destroying your own innocent little girl. And take Candace with you. Let's see if you guys get to sit in a chair. Take Grandis's ass with you, because I guarantee all three of you motherfuckers will not be sitting down, right? All three of you son of a bitches will not get to sit down. There you go.
You really do. You're fucked up in the head, man. Get your shit together.
I know people like you're good at telling women who tell the truth that they're crazy.
You think you're good, but you're not, because you're full of lies. And nobody believes you. So shut the fuck up. Shut up,
hey, yeah, you know, I ain't your bitch, Dawn.
You're stupid.
Hey, go find a prostitute in Knoxville and take one of your kids in the car for a weekend. You know all those Knoxville trips? Oh, no, you don't want nobody hearing the truth, do you? Go take, you can't take any kids anymore on those Knoxville trips and leave them in vehicles while you're fucking drunk.
I can't stand this shit. I'm not listening to this bullshit.
Oh, wait. That's right. You can't take your kids anymore.
I'm not listening to this bullshit.
Where the real traffic comes from, right, Dawn? Oh, no, I ain't psycho. You just don't like truth. Oh, I've dealt with that for 30 years. Oh, and you're a rapist, you're a child abuser, and you're a woman abuser, and you're a meth and crack smoking piece of shit who can't fucking stay clean or do right long enough to keep your other kids. Any of them, and you're almost goddamn 60 years old. You lose your
haven't done shit. You haven't done shit. You've never worked a fucking job. You ain't
how do you know, Dawn? I worked for most of my life. You don't know shit about me.
Motherfuckers bought you a fucking camper. You ain't about shit.
That's how much
you have no right to talk. Fuck off.
I do have a right to fucking talk. You're living in your dead mama's house. You couldn't even get the balls to take care of before you died. Hey, actually, guess what? You're not. You're living in your stepdaddy's house. Your stepdaddy's house and land that was supposed to go to Mom and Sherfy. Yeah, you remember those people
Man,
that
fuck
landed
Surfy too.
didn't keep you from peeping in the windows, did it, you piece of
Yeah,
shit?
fuck you and your stories. Who would
Oh
want to
wait,
look at
never
your
mind.
fat
That
ass,
was
you fucking
directed at
dumb
my
bitch?
fucking
Why would I want to
5 6-year-old
look in
daughter,
your
right?
window?
Oh, she said you're over there looking in my windows at my 5-6-year-old daughter. That's right. You were peeping at my 5 or 6 year. Whoa. See, JodiSue knew. She knew.
Your fat fucking ugly ass. Fuck you.
Right.
Fucking really? You got problems. Go see
No,
a
I
fucking
forgot you're not
psychiatrist,
into
please.
adult women. My bad. My bad, bro.
What the
You're not-
Whoa. Not into adult women. Yeah. That's why Candace didn't have to take a bath for years and years.
into adult women. Just the 5-year-olds.
You're fucking stupid. No,
I
you
ain't
do.
stupid. I can do
I
math.
think you got Summer. Matter of fact, what'd you do with
Right.
Summer, JodiSue?
Right, with what car
You
that
know
day?
you fucking done something,
What
man.
motive?
Fucking be real.
Dude,
Tell the
no.
fucking truth, bitch.
Right. I don't
You had
have your
something
daughter.
to do with
I
it.
didn't
You
have
and your fucking
your
hillbilly
daughter.
friend and all the
Right.
meth
My
heads you
hillbilly
hang
friend.
out with, shit.
My
You
hillbilly
had
friend.
something to do with her disappearance because you was
Hey, Don.
jealous.
Hey, Don, do me a favor.
No,
Go ask
fuck
the
you.
FBI to
No,
give
fuck
me a
you. I ain't talking
polygraph.
to you, bitch. Fuck you.
Hey, go
I'm
ask
not
the
listening
FBI
to
to
you.
There's Don's to go to. There's his to go to. You see how he's trying to tell JodiSue that she was the one had everything to do with Summer's disappearance, trying to put it on her. That's what he did with Chris M. He tried to say Chris M took his daughter. He tried to say JodiSue took his daughter. He tries to say everybody that fucking calling his ass out, calling him out for the truth on him and what he truly is and why this little girl was truly destroyed. He wants to act like they were the one that done something, and to get the focus off of his dirty, greasy fucking ass, right? That right there.
give me a polygraph. I'll sit down
Fuck
for it,
off.
and I bet I don't fall asleep, and I
shut
bet
the
I don't
fuck
have to
up.
have 2 or 5
Stupid.
done. I'll do a polygraph.
Man,
Go
you're a
ask
dumb bitch.
one on me. Go ahead.
That's right. JodiSue would do a polygraph, Dawn. How about you? Why don't you do a polygraph? Oh, that's right. When you went to Dr. Phil's show, the agreement was no polygraphs, right? No polygraphs. You told me when everybody was saying no, don't go, and we was on that freaking mother freaking fucking weird call with 5 people, some kind of fucking party line bullshit, Don. You hung up on them and then called me straight and told me that that Dr. Phil, that the Dr. Phil show is going to insist on a polygraph. That's what them women were saying. You told me, yeah, sissy, they're going to say a polygraph. They want polygraphs. I said, no, you can make the stipulation. You can make a stipulation to where there's no polygraphs going to be taken. You tell them that that's the stipulation. You'll come, but the polygraphs are out of the question, that you're not going to be doing that. And that's the only reason you went, is because you found out that you didn't have to take the damn polygraph. Then you went back and put me on the party line with them again. And I told them women I thought it was a great idea, and they were still hollering the polygraph stuff, but you already knew you wouldn't have to do it. That's the only reason you went. But I wanted you to go. I wanted you to be psychoanalyzed by Dr. Phil and all of his people. And I'm going to tell you, it didn't turn out too good for you. It did not turn out too good for you. You didn't accept anything. You knew you weren't getting your kids back. That's why you and Candace didn't try to go to the rehabilitation and get your asses clean, because you knew there was no hope of getting your kids back, because you already had mother freaking SA charges on both of your asses. Not one, but 2. Both of you, according to Jinkies, according to Candace confiding into Jinkies. Both of you had mother freaking SA charges. What the hell? And you were sitting there covering this up the whole time. You've been covering up that you and Candace both signed the kids over to avoid prosecution from SA charges. Son of a bitch.
Ask the feds to get me a polygraph, Don. Anytime
I done a polygraph, you dumb bitch. I
and you
passed.
failed it, and
You
so
go
did
do a
your wife.
polygraph.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, they failed it. Hell yeah, they failed it. If Don Wells would have passed that polygraph, he would have been out here like when Child Protective Services shut down the case and said, we're not going to fuck with you guys no more. You don't got no kids for us to put any charges about. You know, how can we put charges on kids that you don't no longer have? You know, we're not gonna keep pulling us through the court. We're done with you. You done signed them over. We done got them protected. We done got them adopted out. There's no way in hell they're ever coming back near or around you. We're not going to be wasting the taxpayers' money messing with you and Candace anymore. And you come running out with that bogus ass court paper that, you know, that wasn't worth the paper it was written on, because you had no kids to be abused and they knew it and they just let it roll. You know, how could you be abusing anything that you ain't fucking had over that past few months when they were all gone? So they let it go, but you wanted to come out here and try to gaslight everybody again with a false ass piece of paper that you knew what it was all about, but it wasn't about what happened when they was concerned with the boys and you signed the boys away. It had nothing to do with that. And you knew that. But you tried to gaslight everybody out here with a bogus ass piece of paper. And if you would have passed that fucking polygraph, you and Candace's ass would have, just like Fred. And I got to give Fred more credit than you, because you know what? Even though his was inconclusive, which means pretty much he didn't fucking pass, he still showed it. He's like, I don't give a damn. I'll put it out there. I'll show it. You know, he was still willing to show it. But you and Candace, honey, you must have found motherfucking miserably. You didn't even get inconclusive. You didn't even get inconclusive. That's how bad you failed that polygraph. And you know what? I knew the very minute that Ronnie Lawson came out after that one news reporter got it fucking wrong, was trying to say that, you know, you guys passed something. And Ronnie came out and said, if you don't hear it out of my mouth, do not believe it. Do not believe it. And I knew right then that you fuckers didn't pass when Ronnie came out and said that. I knew exactly what he was talking about. See, you guys failed fucking miserable. And if you passed, you motherfuckers got sent the paper just like Fred did. Show it. Put it up on the screen. Show that you passed. Go to Dr. Fields and say, hey, I want a polygraph. Go to the other guy's show. Say, I want a polygraph, right? Go to Steve Wilco's show. Say, I want a polygraph. There ain't none of your asses going to be sitting in a seat. You ain't going to sit in a seat in motherfucking Steve Wilco's show. Matter of fact, he's going to throw the chairs off the stage. And law enforcement's going to be waiting for you guys to land back into Tennessee, because that's what happens when you go into Steve Wilco's. Law enforcement's waiting for your ass when you get back to arrest you. You ain't going to do it. You ain't going to do it. Why? Because you know your ass is guilty, right? You know your ass is guilty. That's my opinion. I'm going to keep it. Put a 1 in the chat if it's your opinion and you're going to keep it. Put a 1 in the chat. I think they're guilty as guilty as the day is long. That's my opinion.
You do apologize.
Go tell them to do one on me, Don, if you suspect.
I will.
Okay, do it. Okay.
That's right. And I think JodiSue would pass. I don't think so. JodiSue had a damn thing to do with what happened to Summer that day. Absolutely not. I don't believe it. Absolutely not. I think she knew what was going on. I think she knew the reason Summer had to be destroyed like that. I think she had a lot of information on everything, but I don't think she had a damn thing to do with what happened to Summer that day. I think that was Candace, Grandis, Hunter, and Don Wells.
Yeah, passed it after 5 times, right? You psychopath.
Why the fuck you turn on us? Why are you so psycho? What the fuck is
Because I
wrong?
watched you all try to set up everybody in that goddamn road, holler and sling shit at everybody that was fucking innocent for 2 goddamn years now, and turn Mullen into a weapon.
That wasn't me.
Torment the shit out of us, Don.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, it was. Mullen even said so, or have you not listened to all the calls Mullen got caught on?
Who?
Your little buddy, your bestie. Yeah, there's all kinds of recordings and proof out here, Don. And now y'all look guiltier than fuck because of your buddy Mullen. It ain't my fault. It's all over the place, Don. You're fucked, bro.
Ooh. Oh, damn. She said your bestie, your friend Mullins. Right? And Tim Mullins was fighting to get those boys back way more than Don and Candace was. Tim Mullins, you know, I found it a little creepy that he was writing all of this weird sounding stuff over there on the Summer Wells, Find Summer Wells, right? Facebook. He was writing some really weird fucking shit. Like, you know, I mean, he was like jonesing. He was jonesing for these boys to get back. And it seemed like in his presence, not John and Candace's, but in his presence, right? That's fucking weird. That's fucking really weird, if you ask me. That's weird. You know, that's my opinion, that this dude had some weird shit going on. And she's acting like, you know, you didn't just meet this guy. This motherfucker's you're one of your besties that, you know, that's been around for a while. Hey, Super Sticker. All right. I appreciate it. I'm going to tell you, I found something weird about that guy when I was watching him out walking with this camera. And he was zooming it way mother freaking in, you know, people's windows and shit like that. And that's true story. I got a video.
Man, there ain't no point even talking to you. I'm fixing to get off here because I'm not talking to
like
psycho
you
bitch.
Everybody else, Don. Oh,
I'm not talking to psycho bitch.
That's why I had to be the one in front of a behavior panel, right?
Talk to the
How about you go use your own YouTube and talk instead of everybody else's? You know why? Because you have to be lead fed, covered over, and have.
Why do I need to do all that?
Right.
I don't need to do all that. There's no need in it.
You know,
I don't need to talk to your psycho ass either.
YouTube, bro.
You're a fucking dumb bitch. Nobody believes anything you fucking say anyway. So I could give a fuck less.
I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I'm fat. I'm ugly. You got any other insults like any other good abusive fucking liar trying to get out of trouble?
Well, that's what you're doing.
No, it ain't.
You called me every name in the book. So what the fuck?
Yeah, you are a lying motherfucker, and you shouldn't have been a lying motherfucker trying to set up everybody else, including Fred and everybody else.
I'm trying to set up nobody. I'm just telling the truth. There was a lot of methamphetamine.
You ain't been telling the truth since moment one.
You and your husband were selling dope. Man, get the fuck real.
I don't know what fuck shit you all were up to with Andy, and I don't care. But let me tell you,
was just riding with him, and you don't know shit, really, JodiSue? You was riding with
I
him,
don't know
going
what
to other
the hell all
states
you
buying dope, but you don't know nothing. You're that fucking stupid, huh? And you don't know shit.
I was trying to fight cancer while you people were fucking off and tweaking out.
Oh, that's a good fucking excuse. And that don't fly the court of law, JodiSue.
I had shit to do, like raising my kids and knowing their fucking whereabouts.
So while you was fighting cancer, you went to other states to buy dope. Really?
No, I fucking didn't, dude.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, give me a break, Dawn.
Wow. He's trying to twist all the shit that she told on him, all the truth that she was telling on him. He tried to twist that shit back to her. And that's what he does. And that's how you know that him and Candace and Grandis were the ones that did it. You know that they're the ones that did it when he's trying to take his truth and put it on other people, which it would be a lie at that point.
Give me a fucking
you ain't
break.
give me no break. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, Knoxville trip, Knoxville trip, Knoxville trip. Bring the dope back. Have more money. Take your kid with you to the Knoxville trips over the weekend. Trap them in the car while you bang prostitutes and bring the dope back to the fucking holler and disperse it. Go ahead, Don. Keep lying, bro.
You go find proof on all that and go call
the cops.
I
do, because of your stupid life over the years, Don.
You go,
or are you not
go
aware?
get your receipts and
yeah,
have me
I got them. I got them from his
do it. Go do it.
They've already been turned in, Don.
No, you just want to bring YouTube drama because you have no receipts.
No, I do have them.
No, then go fucking call the cops.
No, bullshit.
Go tell the fucking cops that I sold you dope or whatever you're trying to say.
I didn't say you sold me dope. I didn't do dope.
You're all about talking.
He's like, go tell him that I sold it to you. Right? Oh, shit. Spread love. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support for Summer's channel. Super sticker. All right, girl. God bless. Yeah. Whoa. They really getting into it.
JodiSue.
No, I'm not, Don.
You're just drama. You have nothing.
Right. Says Don, who has to visit.
Go get me fucking arrested for selling dope.
Pampered, and
you're such a dumb bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Fucking narratives to try to get your ass.
I ain't gonna go. I am not doing this. I'll fucking not.
You one another, and you can't even stay clean to keep your goddamn kids.
Man, I've been clean. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Right, you never know what anybody's talking about, do you, Don? Especially those you can't spin your bullshit on, and I ain't one of them. I've lived with one of you motherfuckers for longer than you have been anywhere near the state.
Why you gotta be a jealous bitch? Because
I ain't jealous of nothing. Why would I be jealous of two meth head crackhead motherfuckers who ain't got a kid one left on earth?
You said you was jealous because we had brand new vehicles.
I've never said I've been jealous of a motherfucker in my life, let alone you
10 vehicles in our yard and all this shit.
I have never said I was jealous of you ever. Are you kidding me?
That's what you said.
JodiSue ain't jealous of you, Dawn. She ain't jealous of you. Hey, PG's little girl. I appreciate that super chat. Love you, mama. Hey, girl, I love you too. You know it. God bless. I appreciate the support for Summer's channel. Amen. Oh, listen. That's another thing. Somebody that was hanging with Dee Dee and them. I'm not going to give no names. But anyway, they actually hit me up and told me that Dee Dee had told some people that Candace was being really mean to her, that Candace had been treating her, disrespectfully and treating her bad. And, and she was really looking to separate herself from Candace. She was, at the time she ended up like she did, she was looking to separate herself. She said Candace had been treating her badly for a few weeks and she was tired of it. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Why would you say that then? Why would you say that then?
Dude, nobody's
that's what makes me think that you had something done.
I'm telling you, JodiSue was not any way, form, or how jealous of Dawn and Candace. She was not jealous of Dawn and Candace at all. I don't think before or after Summer went missing. I think that she was greedy. And she wanted their corn dogs and, didn't know how they still had money after, after buying all the stuff they were buying as in illegal substances, you know, and I think that they were getting it from Andy, to be honest with you. And I think that was the distributor. That's my opinion. I'll keep it. But JodiSue knows that she has what's most important in life, right? She knows that she has what's most important in life, and Don and Candace don't have, because they were too ignorant, too evil, too fucked up in the head, too sick in the head, if I should say. And that's my opinion, to, you know, to do what was righteous in the sight of God for their children. Don and Candace does not know. They do not know. They don't value, and they do not know the worth of the people around you. They just don't. They're evil, and nobody wants to be around them too damn long, because they're, you know, that evil. One thing about evil is it will manifest, and you will see it at some point. People can't hide evil very long. They cannot hide their evil ass, their evil face, their evil way very long. Evil is something that just can't be hidden. It don't take long to figure them out.
Summer, because you hate me so bad. I think you have something.
Oh, everybody hates
something with
Don. Hey, Don, nobody hated you till you started trying to set everybody the fuck up and fucking with them.
Nobody's trying to set anybody up.
Bullshit.
Yeah, he was. He was throwing everybody under the bus. He threw the freaking Light brothers. First, he threw his co-worker Dudley under the bus. Then he tried to throw that poor old man that got threw out of there by law enforcement, who had a deed to his own property and couldn't live on it. And then he freaking threw the Light brothers under the bus. I thought he was going to be in a lot of trouble when he did that. I mean, I would have been scared. You know, I'd have been scared to do that, but he did it. And then after he threw them under the bus, he threw, let me see. It was first the co-worker, then the old man up there with the deed. Then it was the Light brothers and Ernie Shell. He was trying to throw Ernie Shell under the bus as well. And then he went after JodiSue and Andy, and he went after Marlena and her brother. He went and her boyfriend. He went after. Then he started going after Fred and Laura. And Fred was one of the last. That he went against like that. And I think Wayne Morlock was one of the very last that he threw under the bus, and that's when he got his ass out of town, which I've been talking to Wayne. And anyhow, and Wayne said it's good to know that Don was throwing him under the bus like that. And I just talked with him recently. And then matter of fact, I'm going to be calling Wayne. He gave me his phone number. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, he was throwing everybody. He even threw Child Protective Services under the bus, right? After he got called back into Tennessee and couldn't run from Wayne, and you know, and thought it's all calmed down with the Wayne thing. Then he got on CPS, right? Because I think he realized if he keeps, you know, throwing these people around there under the bus, you know, somebody's going to end up getting pretty upset about it and ain't going to take it kindly, right? And so, you know, Don has made himself a lot of enemies. He's made himself a lot of very undesirable people too. I mean, these ain't businessmen getting up every day, getting in their cars, going to an office. These are some hardcore criminals that he is getting upset with him, right? Man, I'm going to tell you something. Whoa, I come from the hood, and the last thing you want is the wrong people getting upset with you.
Don. That's all you all done from the beginning.
All I said was they was bringing dope.
Name your own
traffic.
Name your own traffic. Name your own suspects. Name the real people on your real hill and your real company.
Yeah, JodiSue Brown. I think she's my #1 suspect. Right.
Then go ahead and call me a suspect all day long, motherfucker.
Okay, I don't
care. But I'll tell you what's been said is we've been.
Well, look how much hate you got. Why wouldn't I think that you had something to do with some of this?
Little buddy Mullen, and
you hate me so bad.
I don't hate you. I don't
fucking
even
get after
you much at all.
You would even fucking take my daughter.
Right, I wouldn't take.
You know all these motherfucking hillbillies in this area. You know all of them. You got family here. You can have a lot of shit done.
And I know none of them.
Look at all the dope you hauled in your car.
I didn't have my car that day, Dawn. The abuser had it.
No, she didn't have her car that day. Andy Bernard had it. Andy had JodiSue's car because JodiSue's car had GPS. And Dawn had Candace's car that day because it had Starlink.
Talking about the day you come up to my house and you showed us all that dope you had.
I didn't have those, Dawn. I do not do those. Okay. I don't have any of that fucking shit. And the day summer,
okay.
I didn't have a car either. Yeah, okay, Dawn. You even know what was happening while you were at work most of the time and all the traffic at your house?
Whoa. Do you know what's happening, Dawn, while you're at work and all this traffic's at your house? Whoa. I told you it was Candace video and all that stuff. It was Candace handling everything. And Dawn knew. Dawn was okay with it.
Work all the time. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, guess what? That, alibis work or not, you're still the motherfucker they've been calling guilty since day one. So congrats, bro.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
No, that's what law enforcement believes too. She's telling the truth. She's telling the truth. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Dawn, Candace, and Grandis are the #1 suspects in Summer's disappearance. There you go. There you go. There you go, Dawn. There you go, Candace. I want to tell you, we the people out here we can't get, you ain't going to gaslight us. You're not going to gaslight us. You're not going to pull your bullshit with us out here. We're not 3 little boys sitting in the house, all hungry, trying to get something to eat and play game machines. We're not 3 little boys. We're grown-ass adults out here. We've been here from day one, and we know who the guilty motherfuckers in all of this are. And it ain't JodiSue. JodiSue's a little guilty for making up the lie about the scream and trying to help you guys out. She's a little guilty in certain ways, but the main guilty mother freakers that destroyed that little girl, plotted against her, planned against her, and carried it out on June 15, 2021 was you, Grandis, and Candace. That's my opinion. I'll keep it. And I bet it's law enforcement's opinion too. And it won't be long, they're going to prove it. They're going to prove that shit.
People like you.
That's what I heard.
Straight bitch. That's
my gosh.
People like you.
It's going to wound me to my soul that Don Wells calls me a bitch. Oh, dear. I'm devastated.
Okay, how about fucking cunt?
I actually prefer that one. It's a pet name.
There you go, then.
Go ahead and call me that too. It ain't going to bother me none. You can say
whatever,
but you all are the liars. You all are the last ones around and with Summer.
You see how little respect Don Wells has for females? He has no respect for anyone. He has no respect, especially for girls, especially for women and little girls.
Everybody else in the neighborhood, you know, all the bad neighbors, they brought their asses out to look for your daughter, just
Nobody
like they
said
brought their
that.
asses
You
out
just
to
say
look for
that.
your
You're the one saying
son.
that.
You know, the
You're the
last
one
child
saying
you
that.
all lost in the fucking woods that
Don't
was
Don't
nonverbal
you realize,
because your wife
JodiSue,
couldn't even stop
JodiSue,
drinking while she was pregnant with that one either.
JodiSue, listen for a minute.
No, I'm not
Don't
listening.
you
I got to
realize?
listen to you about.
Don't you realize
Nope,
the minute you get
nope,
on YouTube,
nope. I
the
don't care.
minute you get on
No,
YouTube, all the
no,
trolls start up.
no, no.
Do you know that
Oh,
75%
you
of
mean,
all
wait.
trolls?
Was this after or before you doxed me and my kids and my
I
family and
never
wanted
doxed
you
you.
to scream? Yes, you
No,
did. You apologized
no,
for it down on the road.
no.
It
The
was when you were on
trolls did.
your channel.
The
No,
trolls
you
did. You're
did.
not listening.
You
You're not
show
listening.
care where we lived and everything.
JodiSue,
Dawn.
you're
Your
not
wife
listening.
did 2 days after
No,
summer.
that's
Don't
not
know
true.
me. The proof is there,
No,
Dawn. You can't lie your way
the
past proof.
proof is that the trolls did it.
No, they didn't. No, they
Yes.
didn't.
Do you not
You
know that
just fucking
75%?
did it, dude.
Listen,
No, I don't want
75%.
those YouTube pieces
See,
of
you
shit who
can't
lie and
listen.
spin their
You
narrative.
can't fucking
Because
listen.
what you're not going to do is spin one on me. You're not
No,
going to
I'm
stand
not
up
trying to
and
spin one on you. I just want you
fucking
to think
lies
about
and
it.
stuff.
No,
You
look
know?
it up. Look it
No,
up, JodiSue.
I have the proof of it. You're a
No,
fucking
look this
liar.
up.
So, Candace, you know what you told me in that road, too. I'm sorry, we accidentally doxed you and showed where you lived last night. My bad, dude.
Fuck ever, man. That's such a lie.
No, it's
Listen
not
to me.
either. No, it's not.
Listen.
Like y'all sitting there laughing the day you pulled the
Okay,
fucking.
you're being all mad at me. Okay,
No,
but
and nobody cares enough about you to be mad at you, Don.
well, I know
Nobody.
you never have.
I didn't fucking hate you. The problem I have with you now is the fuck shit you all have done to Summer and her fucking case, yourselves, your community,
Look
the
what you
neighbors.
did. Look
No.
what you did.
Nope,
You're the
nope.
one on
You're not
YouTube
gonna
night
put
after
that
night saying all kinds of crazy psycho shit.
right. That really had nothing to do with
You're
you.
fucking
Notice that I
hilarious,
spent
JodiSue.
almost 2 years being
Go
the
get
only
some psych
motherfucker.
medications,
No,
please. Or go
right.
smoke a
You mean
joint.
one like
That
your wife
works.
wanted to take those? Or you?
Please go
You
get some psych meds, JodiSue. You need
oh
them
yeah,
bad.
I know.
Oh, you hear that? That's what the evil people do. When somebody starts telling the truth and calling their asses out, that's their first to go to. The first they go to is, oh, that person, needs to be put on some medication. They don't know what they're talking. They're, all the shit. They always want to try to make the person look like, they're incompetent or something. Hell no. JodiSue is, I'm going to tell you what, she's competent as hell and she knows what the hell was going on. And she was telling him, she was letting him, she was bringing it out. She's like, you motherfucker, you throwed us under the bus. You did all this shit to us. I'm going to tell some truth on your ass. And boy, did she. And you see how he was trying to shut her up and trying to turn her on the YouTube people and we need to stick together type bullshit. And she's like, no, 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 no. You ain't gonna spin no shit on me like this. You ain't gonna, talk me down and then mother freaking, throw me under a bus again. I'm gonna settle this shit once and for all because I know exactly how your cruddy ass is and what you're gonna be trying to do. And it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. We're gonna settle it here and we're gonna settle it now. Type thing. And man, she was like, she was scorned. She was scorned. I mean, she was getting put off the hill that, she'd been on forever and a day. She had done lost her man to some other woman. She was, like fucking Levitt. And she was ready to tell some shit. Boy, and she did, didn't she? She told it. She told it like it was. Yeah, that's the, it is what it is.
I asked them, where the last place they saw Summer was. But what I was told was that the last place they seen Summer was at the swing set.
There you go. Now, that's because the boys have been gaslighted. They believed that their sister was out there on that swing because she had not ever came in the house. They believed, yeah, she came back with grandma and mom. We was getting the groceries out of the car. Candace went and got the boys specifically to come out there and pack that little bit of shit into the house so they would see their sister. So they would, know that she came back with them. So she could gaslight them up. And then she made it sound like, okay, she went back in the house, walking around and stuff, acting like Summer was in there. The boys didn't ever see their sister. She went back out, making sure that they were getting all the food and watching the TV. And she went back out like she went to talk to grandma, and she took off. She put her phone on the back of that mother freaking Don's truck, and so it wouldn't ping anywhere else. She went down there to Fred's house, met up with Chad Arnold, and left out of Ben Hill Road with Summer, that black tote, and following Chad Arnold. And when she got back, she went back up on that hill. She went in that house like she had sent Summer in. I told you guys to watch her. Where is she? And they're like, we don't know. They had never seen her. See, the whole time they thought this child was outside playing on a swing. They had no idea that she didn't ever get out of that vehicle. They had no idea. And they were children, and they were scared. We got to remember that Don and Candace was very abusive to these children. These children were very terrified of Don and Candace. I mean, if you listen to what True and Allison and them say, about how Candace would just come up out, out of nowhere and start heavy handing those kids wherever it landed. These kids were scared. They were scared of these guys. And these kids ain't going to, they're not going to say, well, we thought she's outside. We ain't never even seen. They're not going to say that. They're being told, I sent her in here and she has to be here somewhere. And they believe, they're believing their mom. They're believing their mom. They have no idea they got a mother so evil that she would destroy her own 5-year-old child. Nobody's mind can perceive this. No one's mind could perceive that. And these kids are telling everybody, they're not telling everybody she was on the swing. They're telling everybody that's where they believe she was. They believe she was on that swing the whole time because they didn't ever fucking see her. Right? They didn't ever see her. And Candace gaslighted their asses. They said, well, maybe she's in the basement. Candace gaslighted them boys into believing something that was not true. And then act like, well, somebody must have got her. And, and the boys were like, yeah, somebody must have did this. Because they did not want to be abused. Whatever you say, whatever you're saying, they're going along with it. That's how kids are. That's how abused children respond to things. But you heard her. They're saying that she's outside. They didn't ever see her.
Are you talking about when Summer called me, or not Summer? Candace called me at 4:30 that afternoon. It was on Facebook, and she had told me that she was in the kitchen cooking them kids something to eat, and Summer was on her swing, and she looked out the window and turned around to the kitchen sink, and Summer was gone. In most videos, you all have seen that
There you go.
Summer's swing is on that big old tree. And if you look at the window, that straight window that's from that tree to the side of the house there, on the tree is on the right-hand side with the swing. The left-hand side, that window that's in the middle right there towards the end, that is the kitchen. If you stand in the kitchen at the stove or at the sink or whatever, right there in that one little area, you could see if somebody snuck up on that hill to get her, like they said she did. And she knew better. Like I said, I'm going to repeat this one more time. Them kids knew better to go off of that hill at any point in any time.
There you go. There you go. They knew better because they were afraid. Don and Candace had those kids scared to step out of line. Those kids walked a line because they had two very evil parents that they didn't want to deal with. And as you hear, Candace was, again, Candace is saying she's out on a swing. Because I think that was going to be the initial story that for law enforcement. I think that was Candace's. I think Candace was, trying to, gaslight everybody. I think that was the, because if you remember right, JodiSue said, I don't even know why she said she's in the house. I don't know why she just didn't say that the kid was outside if she's going to say it went missing. I knew right then and there that this kid didn't go missing then. Right? Because I knew JodiSue knows what happened. JodiSue made up a fake scream to help the Wells out. They was giving her half of everything coming into them, gift cards and everything else. I mean, for telling that lie, for sticking by them, and so they could get, so they could gaslight the hell out of everybody and get away with whatever happened. So that's what they were doing. And I think the initial story was supposed to be that she was outside instead of inside. And JodiSue's like, these people are ignorant. They're saying she's in a house and everybody knows she ain't going to get took out of no house. That makes them look guilty within itself, saying the kid's in a house when it wasn't. So, if you really listen to these people, you really read between the lines, you'll know that Summer, the Summer was destroyed at that swimming hole. She was brought back to Ben Hill Road. And she was, taken back off of Ben. She was just took in there long enough to take a video so they could claim abduction. And she was just there long enough to, to gaslight the boys that their sister did show back up with them. And then she hauled it off of there and went and did, what needed to be done to keep from going to prison. And she came back and she gaslighted them up some more. And it worked. That's my opinion. Oh yeah, you could tell those kids. Well, Summer was getting really sick. She was getting really sick. And it showed. It showed. It was absolutely showing. How how thin and bent over, and I think she was getting worse. I think when Marlena's daughter was up there, Summer was getting worse. I think that they thought that, this kid's going to catch on that Summer's not well and possibly say something. And they wanted to get her, they had Grandis, like Grandis took Jose away. They had Grandis take Marlena's little girl home and get her out of there because Summer was deteriorating at a very rapid pace. And they didn't want, no witnesses, especially a child, an innocent child that's going to be telling law enforcement the truth. They definitely didn't want an innocent child telling law enforcement, my friend was sick. There's something wrong with my friend. she was looking bad, or she was crying, or she was, talking about being in pain. You know, they didn't want that to be told before, before they could do what they needed to do. Oh yeah, she definitely. Those kids didn't get no food. That's why Grandis and Candace picked up that little bit of food, was because they knew that them kids were going to be hungry as hell. They didn't get very much to eat as it was, and they were going to be attacking that food instead of paying attention that their sister was, was unalived in that vehicle. They didn't, those kids wasn't thinking about trying to wake up their sister, trying to pull her out of the vehicle. They was worried about, getting some food and nourishment in their body, because they were, it was summertime, and they was getting one pizza a day. This was a big treat for them when somebody pulls up with some groceries and they actually get to eat. So they were, they were all focused on it, and they knew they would be. And I gotta say, they knew exactly. I mean, I don't know. Maybe food was used to control them. Maybe food was used to control those kids. Maybe those kids heard that if you don't do what you're told to do, and act like you're told to act, you won't be getting a pizza today. You won't be getting nothing. You might, Don and Candace and Grandis, I have a feeling they're the type that, they could actually let kids go hungry for days at a time and not give a damn. That's just my opinion. But I really think that they were that fucking evil. That's, that's what I think. She didn't give Summer. Summer did not get. That was a joke. That was a joke between Candace and Don Wells. That was a very sick, sinister, ugly joke between Don and Candace about the hot dog that morning. The hot dog for breakfast wasn't in the refrigerator. It was in the bed, laying next to Summer before it got up and went to work. If you follow what I'm telling you. And they thought it would be funny to let you guys know that they did that before she was destroyed. They took advantage of her one last time. These people are sick. They're very sick. They're very disgusted. Yeah. Yeah, it is a sin. It is a sin, but this is the way these evil fucking. That's why I said don't support them. That's why I came out here and told people these people are evil as hell. Don't support them. Support Summer. Do what's right for this little girl. Support her. She's the one needing support. She needs to be found. Fuck these people. You don't know what you're dealing with here. And people didn't. Nobody knew what they was dealing with. They do now. They do now. But back then, nobody, I don't think nobody wanted to believe it. I think, people weren't ready to believe it. Until a person's ready, until a human's ready to see the truth, they won't. They won't see it until they're ready. It takes, it takes some people longer to see the truth than other people. I seen it early on. I was out here trying to preach it, how evil they was, and how much this little girl needed everybody on her side. I was trying to do all I could to let people understand, don't support these evil people. But it takes some people caught on right away, just like myself. Other people, other people it took time. But I think everybody knows now. I think, I think it took Dee Dee. I think it took Dee Dee to wake up everybody. I think it took a little bit more than what happened to Summer to open these people's eyes. And that might be why, God, God has a reason. He has a reason. And we're all, we're all here. We're all vessels. We're all vessels of God. Every last one of us. Every last one of us. We all belong to God, and God's going to use us. He's going to use us how He wants to use us. Right? We got work to do here. And if you're still here, your work ain't done. And every day, God uses us. For His good. And I think everybody's got a job. They got a job on this earth. And Dee Dee's job was to open people's eyes that wasn't opened before to, how evil Don and Candace truly are. How evil these people were that had this innocent 5-year-old missing child. And sometimes it just takes a little more than what is. And I appreciate that, Australia. She said, great live, PG. Thank you. Hey, girl. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Right? Yes. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Oh yeah, she told you know what, if she was doing any laundry, it was that jacket, that shirt that she took off Summer before she went and met up with Chad Arnold with the black coat. I think Allison was washing. I think Allison was washing the bathing suit and other stuff. And that's why Grandis and Candace went back. They went back to pick up, to make sure that those clothes were washed and picked up, They wanted to make sure Allison didn't have anything, that she could give law enforcement or that law enforcement could get a hold of. So they went back and I'm sure they went back and got the clothes that Allison, washed up and folded up and gave back. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's true, Australia. Absolutely. 4 children. Unbelievable. And I think it ain't just 4. I think it was, those 4 kids, some are completely, and then the 3 boys. I think that, it was Marlena's daughter as well, because her daughter got took right after that. I think it was Allison's mother's kids who were taken as well, and Allison's kids who were taken as well. There was a lot of kids being took by Child Protective Services after Summer came up missing, and they were looking into trafficking. All these kids that got took from all these different families were people on that hill, up on the hill. So somebody was telling something. And I think it was one of the boys. I think those boys were talking. I think those boys were telling some stuff, and and all these people were getting taken away because of what was being told. And Donnie Candace was getting prosecuted up, and to save all of these kids, all the embarrassment, they settled with all these people. Sign your kids over and we'll avoid prosecution. Sign your child over, avoid prosecution. And that's what they done. They let all of these sickos off in order to avoid prosecution. That's my opinion. I'm going to keep it. Oh, I bet he does. I bet he does, Stephanie. Absolutely. I bet he does. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. These are some very sick individuals. You have to be, that's right down fucking disgusting. That's right down disgusting. The most evil people, there are people in prison right now, right? Doing life sentences. And I tell you what, man, they wouldn't harm a child. They would not harm a child. There's some real evil on the face of this earth, but they wouldn't hurt a child. They wouldn't hurt an old person. They wouldn't hurt a child. Anything, they'd help them. They'd help a child. They'd help a old person. But they're doing life in prison. And you got these sick mother freakers that do this to children and abuse old people, and their asses are running free. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. I mean, hardcore criminals wouldn't do what these dirty fucking evil bastards would do. This is a certain kind of evil that even evil doesn't like. And that's the truth. That's the truth. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. And before I do, though, please keep those prayers going up for Summer Moon, Utah Wells. Keep them going up for Sebastian Rogers, Michael Vaughn. Michael Vaughn, his case, I hear, is they're prosecuting. They're going to be prosecuting on his case. So Brandon's supposedly getting prosecuted for the death of Michael Vaughn, as what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that, but I'm not going to have time tonight, but we will be talking about Michael's case as well. I have a one-on-one conversation with Stacy. I have a one-on-one conversation with Stacy, which I hear he's getting prosecuted as well. And so all four of them obviously is going to be prosecuted for Michael's case, right? All four of them's getting prosecuted, to my understanding. They're trying to get Stacy to tell on the rest. But anyway, I have a one-on-one interview with him that I'm going to bring out. I'm going to play it out. Maybe tomorrow. But I don't have time tonight. My time's ran out. My husband's hanging around and looking for some attention. So I'm gonna have to get off of here and go hang out with him for the rest of the evening. Right. But keep the prayers going up for these missing kids, and keep them going up for one another. Family that prays together stays together. Amen. So keep those prayers going up for one another as well. I understand White Boy's still in the hospital. He seems to be doing better. You guys. But keep the prayers going up for him. Keep them going up for him. Keep them going up for Cam. Keep them going up for these guys. They're part of our community, regardless of, if we love them or we don't. They are part of our community. And, you're supposed to pray for everyone, right? I mean, if you just do good for the good, and you just pray, pray for the good, where's your works? Where's your work? You got to pray for everybody. And so keep them prayers going up for them. I can't say I don't love White Boy. I love everybody. That's the truth. I love everyone. I don't like what he says sometimes. I don't like, I think White Boy should think about, I think he should think about getting with God, getting with Jesus. I think he should think about, turning his life around and changing it. Because if something did happen, nobody likes to think about it, but if something does happen, he needs to be worried about his soul. Where's his soul going to end up? And you're not going to end up in a good place if you're not a good person. You're not going to end up in a good place if you're not, if you're talking about some of the things. I mean, I watched this video recently from the hospital, and he was saying some things that, you know, I wouldn't be saying, you know, from a hospital bed. I just, you know, I hope he finds the Lord, or the Lord finds him, you know. And I hope, you know, I hope the best for him. I really do. That's the truth. I hope the best for all these people out here. I hope the best for Day Day. I hope the best for all of her demons over there that just want to hate on people and be cruel and ugly and sinister. I pray for them all. God bless them. Amen. All right, you guys, keep them prayers going up. God bless all of you in the name of Jesus. Amen.